What's going on, guys? Chris here, and welcome back to another episode on the Brewcraft Server. It's been a while. It has indeed been quite some time, and I'm breaking well, not a rule, but just kind of made a video the other day, or a few weeks ago, where I was talking about leaving YouTube, and I'm not going to be doing videos anymore on here. I'm going to be doing only Twitch streams. I'm breaking that just for this one episode, because today, or sometime in the near future, is a sad day. In October, at a date that we do not know, because Kit is bad at keeping up with dates, and I don't know how to check that date, the Brewcraft server will be coming to an end. Back in like March, or sometime earlier this year, we put up a final payment, or we paid the server through October. And we said if people are still playing on it, we'll renew it then. If not, then we will say goodbye. And since there is a very finite number of people still playing on the server, Sierra was on a minute ago. I was actually just talking to her. I'll talk about that in a minute. So there's a very finite number of people still on the server. I think only Will and Sierra play regularly. We are going to axe the server and say goodbye to Brewcraft. And today I'm just going to give you guys a little tour, and I'm going to talk about the server a little bit and our time here. And just kind of, you know, just kind of think back on our time. And of course, if you've never seen any of the Brewcraft or Maplecraft stuff, you should definitely check it out. Because this is kind of the start of the Brew Gaming Network. And yeah, this is Spawn. I'm gonna do a little tour through Spawn, just to kind of show you guys what's happened. Just kind of walk around, show you guys. I'm in creative mode. Everybody's been OP'd for about a month. So, yeah, let's walk around. Start over here, actually, at spawn. The spawn location for the server is down in this hole. When you spawn on the server for the first time, you spawn down here in this lovely little hole with Kit's heads. And you can go up here. Actually, let's make a day. And the first thing you see when you emerge from the hole is the burning bush, which is I think it was one of the first things we did on the server, because well, one of the early things we did at least, we turned off fire damage, so that fire cannot spread and cannot cause damage. Basically everything is like netherrack with this particular setting. So we set this tree on fire, and we called it the burning bush, and it has burned since day one. You are, yeah. That's one of the early things that me and Pi did. I hope my mic's not peeking out. It kind of looks like it is. I move my microphone a little bit away from me. One of the early things me and Pi did, we went around, we labeled everything. He's the people for the ethical treatment of acronyms, and we went around and labeled everything. We've got the taco stand right here. Oh man, the world is saved. Got the taco stand with all the taco stuff. Rivet's Questionable Tacos, 100% taco and taco byproducts. Only available on Taco Tuesday, and today is Monday. Everybody had their own little tacos. Baked potato tacos for everybody. You see all the people that have come and gone on the server. Fly around. Here's Kit's Octo House. The Octo House by Kit is his big dirt house, which was attacked by a giant octopus wearing a Santa hat, because it has been since December since he was pranked with this. You can go in his penis stores, and this is actually a really neat house. I always really liked this house. It was neat. It's just neat. He quit living in here when the octopus moved in, because it lives here now. Oh, and yeah, there's a zombie somewhere. That's neat. We should probably set the server to peaceful. This right here, the Shadow Pranker, which I am going to willingly say now was me, in case nobody knew. I imagine that was something that was of knowledge. It probably wasn't that hard to figure out. Or maybe it was. Basically, I think it was in July of 2015, I decided to do a prank series where I would set that up. There would be 10 names on there back when we only had 10 people on the server, and I would prank people secretly, and I'd do a big reveal at the end, and that never ended up working out. It started on Maplecraft, and it moved to Brewcraft. I still have all the videos from the pranks I did, and if there is interest, I will upload those, because I still have the footage from all the pranks. Or I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do have the footage from all the pranks and the setup video, like all of this from back in like early 2015. So that was me, in case anybody was wondering. I did that. You made this? I made this. So that was fun. We have, I think this was the murder games or whatever it was called. There'd be a random head that would pop in this chest, and you'd have to go and, well, there used to be armor in here. There used to be until what Sierra did earlier today, which there's no longer armor in here. Armor time has long passed, but you get it and you have to go kill those people. And that's not a thing that happened on the server. Let's go over here. I'll show everybody this, which is Notchta's little golf course. He started to set up a mini golf course, because that is what people do. You can come over here, and there's a par. But there's a little mini golf course he set up, and it was really neat. And I don't think we ever got a chance to play on here. I'd like to get some people together and do like a mini game finale, but we don't know when the server's going to end. It's probably going to be sometime this week, which is why I'm making this video now, because I want people to be able to see it. So let's keep going. Let's just kind of float around spawn. This was I made a sugarcane factory, which I think is actually full now, almost full. I made that actually on stream, which was neat. And I don't think it ever was anything fancy or important. This is my first house. It also was my legal law office of Cosmic Chris 5 and Associates. Man, I have gotten so used to streaming, I keep looking over at my other screen looking to see the chat. Wow. But yeah, this is my law office in my first house. Armor gave me a sketchy resume. I had a cow in here at one point. Sierra took that away from me. But you could sit in here and be legal and whatnot. And I had a big storyline I wanted to do with that. Hey, dog. I had a big storyline, and that never came to fruition. There's a furnace back there, evidently. I had all these chests with all this stuff in it. Across the road, Pi was my neighbor. Well, he still is. Not like died or anything. But you could come in here and be like, yeah, look at this. And I gave him some birthday mold. I think there was a running joke about cake being mold or something like that. So I gave him a bunch of cakes for his birthday like a year ago. And you could come down here, and you could see his little downstairs area. He had a door. Everything was labeled. To do record shop, extra sign. He's gonna build a record shop at one point. I don't think he ever did. What was down here? Oh man, I don't know what was down here. That's weird. Right here was the birth of the Brewcast podcast. This is where the podcast was hosted while we did it in game. We would come in here. It still said Maplecast. Never changed the sign for when we did the rebranding. But you could come in here. This is where we'd set and record the podcast on Friday nights. This is where we'd always do it. And from Kit's bachelor party, we had a cake in here because this is where we hosted his bachelor party on Brewcraft. That was fun. Congrats, Kit, on becoming whipped for life. Goodbye, freedom. You will make a wonderful housewife. So that was exciting. I don't think the Switch ever did anything. I think it was just here. So yeah, that was, we hosted Kit's bachelor party in here. I think that was the last actual use we got out of this place, because that was around the time we started doing the webcam version of the Brewcast podcast. You can come over here, and we had a little shrine set up for the ender chest. I had a bunch of stuff in my ender chest. 5 maple blocks. Yeah, we tried to set up a little economy. Enchanting books and all kinds of stuff. This right here was Kitter's house. That's where Kit used to live. He had the foxhole. It was dirt, because Kit loves dirt. I think he had, this is down here where the chicken cooker was. The redstone bits. He was always very good at labeling things. Had a bunch of raw chicken in there. You could run over here next door to his Kit's Fried Chicken. Kit's Fried Chicken, KFC. We had it labeled. I think it ran out of chicken long ago. Nope, there's still chicken in here. So KFC is still open for business. Walk across the street, and Armor's little, whatever, I always thought it looked like a dispenser, but Armor's little house is now vastly overgrown. Little pig. I never understood how to use this. But you could use this weird redstone thing to get up into his house. He had heads because he loved to murder people. Most notably Kit. You could, oh man, oh no, this is not where I want to be. You can go up here. This was a neat house. He had all of his chests for storing things and such and whatnot. You could come over here. He had his bed. You go up here. There was this lounge area, and of course you can come up onto the roof and just do roof things. And you can land down here in his little hot tub. Or no, actually you can take the vines down now. You used to not be able to do that. You can go sploosh and land down here on the water. And we have this little, I always thought kind of like an alien spaceship thing. Was our kind of center of town area. It was really neat and fancy. Come over here. This was, I want to say, Apophis' little house. He had a house set up. What's this? Oh, I think that used to spit out lapis. But he had a house that was supposed to be kind of the small scale model of the mall, which I don't think ever saw much service. Oops. Yeah, this is supposed to be like the small scale model of the mall, which I always thought was pretty neat. You can go down here. Oops, that's not how ladders work. And I don't remember what he actually had down here. This is probably going to be a longer video, by the way, if you couldn't tell by the time. Or maybe not. I may be completely wrong about this, because I'm going to try and tour the entire server and talk a little bit about Brewcraft and the fun times we had. If you want to, yeah, he had a strip mine down here. If you want to skip to the end for a heartfelt sentimental message, I'm certain there'll be one in there somewhere. You can fly up here. This takes a really damn long time. I hear zombies somewhere. Let me close the door. What else do we have? We had Gentleman Bakes. This was Gentleman Games' little bakery he was trying to set up. He never finished it. I think Armor finished it for him. Had a little bakery shop with all the little lovely bakery things and whatnot that are found within a bakery. Then we had the Christmas tree. We never took that down because we're festive rednecks. There's the Boom Chukka Blast Forge, established 2016. There was just a little iron thing, iron farm. You can get iron and sticks. So make a lot of my iron pickaxe or iron tools. The Christmas tree I've already talked about. You could run up here to the fish shrine thing. If ye would enter the salmon shrine, offer ye a fish upon the altar. The rarer the fish, the more likely the entry shall be granted. If you should enter the salmon shrine, offer ye a fish upon the altar. That's the exact same thing. Complimentary fish for curious cheapskates. Cough, cough, Chris. Cough, cough. That was me. Yeah, I think I said in a video that I don't have any fish, but you throw fish down onto this, and it would... Wow, I'm surprised that didn't break that. And the lips would open. I think Sierra busted a hole in it. No, she actually repaired it. But you can go in there. Do I have anything? I'm trying not to get rid of all my tools. Excuse me. Sorry. But you could come in here, and there's an enchanting table, and you can come in here and open this up and take stuff and leave stuff. I think you can leave stuff. I don't remember. Let's put that back down. Leave it the way you found it. It has antlers on it because Christmas time was about the last time everybody majorly played on the server. That's very sad to say. Gentleman James had his little wheat fields over here, his amber fields of grain, where he could harvest them for the bakery. I think this was his house too. Over here. He had books. I don't know what these books did. I don't want to accidentally break them, so I'm not going to look at them. You can come in here. There's just stuff and things of various assortment. What else? What else is going on? There's this. I don't remember what this is. This may have been more just amber fields of grain. But inside... what else is around here? Had some pumpkins and melons, which was neat. Over here we had the library, who I forget built this. The Brewcraft Public Library. This was either Apophy, I think this was Apophy, or Pi. I think it was Apophy, though, built the public library. There was a library, there's a bunch of books on it. I don't know if anybody actually wrote the books. Oh, they did. Hold on, let me go to survival. Or, what was it? Is that how it works? Yeah, okay, so I can pop the books off the wall. There's Octopocalypse. Who wrote this? Is this Kit? Yeah, it was Kit, Octopocalypse. In recent years, I've actually read all this before, but this is Kit detailing in 14 pages of lovely writing. Kit will explain the Octopocalypse to you. This one was Hurts Too Good by War Never Changes. That was a young boy. Said put away those young boys' ways. Now that I'm getting older, so much older, I long for those days, young boy days, with a girl like you. And this was The Ocean Rider Part 1. I think these were notches. Yeah, he wrote some books to put in here, and I think that was it. I told Kid he should have wrote a 50 Shades of Grey novel. Never did. Poor guy. Over here is the blacksmith. Actually, I missed Will's house. We'll go over here. We'll go back and look at Will's house real quick. Will had a house that had several armor stands in it. Those armor stands don't exist anymore, and I'll get to that later. Had all the made kits. He had this really neat underground area, which I think is really neat. Oh god. Oh god, what did I do? Wait. Oh, it's a tripwire. I don't know what that does, but there was a tripwire and it looked really neat. So that was a thing. He had a bunch of armor stands in there at one point, and we'll get to why those aren't there in a minute. You come through here into the mall. There was a bunch of stuff. You could sell things within the mall. You could basically claim a stand and sell stuff. Over here was like the cartooner theater. I don't know what he's going to do with that. Maybe he's going to do a little puppet theater. Theater. The thespians. I had a legitimate laundry service. I was going to try and launder money. I was going to try and rob this place at one point. Prepare to die. I think it was Notch's? No, it might have actually been Apophis. Yeah, I think it was Apophis. He was going to sell dyes. You could come up here. There was the block starter crowdfunding community projects. Basically, you put in a project and people would sell you or give you blocks to do it with. There's armors and enchantables. He would sell enchantments and enchantment accessories of various assortment. Kind of trying to hurry this along. We're already at 16 minutes. I'm like halfway through this video. I don't want to render all day. So that was the mall. We can shoot over here right quick. And there is the blacksmith, the community mines, and the blacksmith. I think this was Will's creation. And you could ride. Does this still work? I don't even remember. There used to be a way to get a minecart, and you'd get a minecart and ride it on down, way down yonder. And down here, can I actually... Oops. Oops, that was probably the wrong spot to break. Hold on. Yeah. There's a way to do that from the top. But yeah, you come down here, you could claim a bed, and you can come down here, and there was this absolutely massive... Oh, hello. Wow. Doors are hard. Okay. There was this massive strip mine down here, and it was really neat. And Will built this many moons ago. I'm assuming it was Will. I think it was Will. Okay, this is where I built the hole. Let's replace that. Oops. Hello, come on. Oh, no. I'm bad at doing things. There we go. You can hear, on the other side, you can hear the slimes from the slime farm. Because Notchta set up over here a giant slime farm. It's time set diet. And the slimes would come down from on high, and they would come from over here, and they'd fall out the nose, and they'd die in some way or another, and it looked really funny. Oh, there they go, just like that. I just missed it. There's slimes, and they would just collect the slime balls, and we had a massive slime farm. Actually, you can come right here and get you some slime balls. So that was really neat. And there's a button over here that says out of order. I don't know what that goes to. And you used to have, I don't know if it's still there, it may be covered by the hat, but there used to be like a magical thing that would bring you up here, and me and Kit and Will came on one night and broke it. I mean, Kit broke it. And yeah, that was really neat. We could head on over here. This was like a sheep sacrifice altar. I don't remember what this was supposed to be. It was the sheep farm at one point. I think this was something Cartooner built. I don't remember off the top of my head. It was neat though. I'm certain it was. Over here, future. This is where Pie's DJ shop thingy was gonna go. He never finished it, unfortunately. This, I want to say, was Black Ops' jail. Douglas County Sheriff's Office. Yep, this is Black Ops' little sheriff's office he was going to build. Never finished it. Had a pretty neat start. I think it looks pretty nice. Looks very fancy. So, yeah, that was neat. Never finished it, though, unfortunately. You fly over here. There was a sheep farm right there of multicolored sheep that I could never find until I went into creative mode. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. It's certainly not nothing. Over here was a gas station. That's about all I could say about that. I don't know if anything... Is there even an entrance to this place? Yeah, there is. I don't think anything important ever came to fruition, nor do I remember who built it. I think it was Black Ops and Cartooner. I've never actually been down here. What's down here? Is this like the convenience station from Pulp Fiction? I don't know. So yeah, that was a thing. Down here is the mob grinder that me and Apophis built one night, or one day, I don't remember which. It was a really super efficient mob grinder. It was really neat. and it allowed things of a various assortment to be dropped into these boxes. It's working still right now. It would make things rain. Next up over here is Sierra's base. I was just on and talking with her in the voice chat and Discord. And you could cross these little bridges. Go over here to Sierra's base. And she has now a various assortment of horses and minecarts, but before it was all cows. What she did, she was trying to teleport. She had a mistake. She was trying to teleport a series of horses here, and she accidentally teleported every entity in a certain radius here. It wasn't the sheep over there, strangely enough, but it was everything else. It was about 1 million cows and a bunch of horses. My mule, Cthulhu, was teleported. But everything was teleported here, including everyone's armor stands, and she accidentally broke them. Throw in the blame! Throw in the blame. No, she accidentally broke them in creative mode and deleted all of them. So that was unfortunate. I don't think anybody particularly cared. But that was funny. That was pretty funny. So I know she's trying to get that wrapped up so she can do her finale episode. Or at least say that she's done doing Brewcraft. So we're going to head back real quick because I forgot to show off my house. And actually we also have to show off the community area. As well as the Nether and Will's base. And I think that's it for stuff on the server. No, it's not. I actually missed Kafer's bar and Leechy's little house and everything else that I missed. I'm just now remembering. This was Kafer's bar. Kafer's, sorry, knows it. She was going to build a bar. She did, and it never got finished. No, I think it got mostly finished. It turned out pretty neat. It was just supposed to be like a little pub. And, oh man, it had multiple levels, and you can go up here and, like, survey all that you own. It never got entirely finished. There's a little setting area up here that you can come and sit and talk about stories. We'll go down here to, we'll go down to Rivet's little troll hole. Free hip replacements on Thursdays. Goats wanted to play within. Little boxes. Yeah, we filled his house with boxes at one point. Oh, that's probably where all the cows and sheep came from. I think they were all in there. But yeah, Rivet had a little area. He was gonna build like a little Face Wreckers HQ in here. But he built this fancy little thing back when he still gave a damn about Minecraft. I can hear him complaining now. He's also complaining. He's running around and talking again. I'm getting motion sickness. That's not how Rivet talks at all. But, yeah, you can go down here. He had a ravine that is covered with ice now. Hips, inquire without. He had a fancy little ravine set up down here where he could come and do devious things or whatever it was that Rivets do. Complain about people's videos being too motion sick or something like that. What else? I think that's it for this. I got everybody else. Actually, I need to show off Leechy's tower. Rivet's son was invited to the server. His son Leechy. And he built this little tower over here. It was really fancy. It was big and circly, and you could go all the way up here to the top. And you could survey. You can do mini surveils. Actually, I think this is the tallest building in Spawn. Hold on. Yeah, we'll go to the top. Yeah, I believe this is the tallest building in Spawn. If you don't count that thing floating in the sky over there. So you can see... You can stand up here and survey many things. And come back down and shut the door. Because we weren't raised in a barn. And other than that, the only other thing at Spawn I can think of... That was a cactus farm right there, by the way. Notch just set up a little camp over here. With exploding presents. As well as... of a ravine. He's going to build something in that ravine at one point. I built a house over here, which was really fancy. I never moved into it. I had a series of heads and a bunch of boxes outside. I had a bed that Notch built for me that you'd sleep in and it would throw you down into the pit and kill you. Yeah, I had this really fancy house built. Kit moved in for a while. Kit moved in. I don't know if he ever moved out. I think I actually filled his house with water or something at one point because when the squid moved in, he started to live in my basement around back. Yeah, this is where he lived. He used to live down here in this little basement. This is where he set up shop. He had just a bunch of random assorted junk. And yeah, he had a little house down here. Is there anything special? No. Yeah, this was Kit's house for a while. I think technically he still lives here. Because, you know, he can't go and move into his foxhole. What was over here? There's something in here. Oh, there's a bunch of redstone stuff. I don't remember what. There was probably a really elaborate prank or something that went into that. And I also just remembered one more thing down here. I built this back when I still appreciated Fallout 4. We had Vault 5, which is also Vault 81. Me and Apophis started to build a little vault, which is neat. I don't remember what any of this did. I know this is supposed to be like a generator room. You come in here, these were little radiation detectors. There's like a little surveillance, not surveillance, just a little watching observation area. And we have this really big kind of vault central area like they have in the vaults in Fallout. And you can come down here, and there were a series of things that never came to fruition. But that was our vault. It never got finished. Never ever got finished. And speaking of things that never ever got finished, the survival games area, which I was supposed to build and never built. I spent many weeks recording here and talking about a various sundry of things and building this area, and it looked really fancy. Like we've got red base over here. This side was supposed to be red side, and it was supposed to have a capture the flag thing set up that never finished. And there were a bunch of different things. There were like these little foxholes that you could go in and out of, which I think were actually really cool. There was one on either side, and there were going to be bases over here on this side as well, and it was going to be really neat. And you could come over here, and there were like there's a little throughway here, a little tunnel. I also covered this area with grass, so you could run through it. It's also starting to become nighttime, so let's put a stop to that motion. So you can run over here to the minigames area, and look at that. Minigames area. This was Armor's Hotel with King Joe Billerman right here in the front, surveying over all he surveys. But we had this little hotel area that you could sleep in while working on stuff over here, or sleep in case you were going to do a minigame that involves death. I think this is my room. I don't know if I ever actually formally claimed a room. But yeah, you could claim a room. This is actually a really well built area. It was really neat. So thank you, Armor, for gracing us with your building skills. But, oh man, it just keeps going. No, it doesn't. We had this really fancy hotel. Over here, I rebuilt from on high. I rebuilt the Bow Arena that Kit built on Codex. I think I rebuilt it just about 1-for-1. We're pretty damn close to 1-for-1. And you can go down here. And there's the little underground area. I forget what we call this. Falcon's Butthole. Falcon's Butthole is the name of the Bow Arena. Falcon's Butthole. I rebuilt that. You know what, over here, this was something that Kit built. I think this was just another combat arena. I don't remember exactly. I don't think we ever actually used it. I think it was just his version, like Falcon's Butthole 2.0. Nope, this was... Okay, this was like a little preparation area. But yeah, we had like a little combat area over here, and it was really neat. It was really neat. Kit builds neat things, because that's what he do. Over here, we had this is the first mob grinder we had down here. We had a skeleton farm. And they'd stand there, and yeah, you'd come over here and enchant stuff. And there's a brew station. It's really neat. There's storage for everyone, yep. And there's bows and bones and arrows and all kinds of neat whatnots and deeds and etceteras. So we fly on out of here, and we'll keep on going with this lovely little tour. What else is around here? We had a chess, a flower chess, or checkers thing set up that nobody ever played, I don't think, because I don't know how to play chess. Well, I do, but I don't play it enough to be good at it. Over here we had it's probably got the most use, honestly. This is the King of the Ladder. I wanted to say No Man's Sky for some reason. I really don't remember why. I don't know why. We had a massive King of the Ladder thing over here, and you could fall down into this hole, and there were a series of rivet heads down here. You could fall down here and be stuck forever. But yeah, there was this massive King of the Ladder, and it was really, really neat. You know, we played it a lot. I mean, we had a whole video, like a 30-minute video playing this one time, and it was fun. I do not remember what episode that was. Over here was Armor's jousting, slime jousting thing that never quite would work. Let's see. Yeah, I never quite got it to work. Yeah. But it was, you're supposed to, it would shoot you up all the way on high, which is my saying of the day. Yeah, it's broken, I can tell, but it would shoot you up, and it would go, swoop, and it would shoot you in the middle, and you'd have swords, and you'd try to attack other people, and you just keep doing that till someone died. It was neat. It was neat indeed. 'Twas. In here, there was supposed to be a maze that never got finished. I don't remember who built that, but it was neat. I think it might have been Kit. Everything is Kit. Kit does everything. And we love him for it. That's about it for the minigames arena. Now we'll head into the Nether, and I'll show you around the Nether, and the last place, really. Actually, there's a handful of places that are last. What's this? Oh man, okay, so where are we? Okay. We'll start in the Nether Hub. This is the Nether Hub. I want to say Armor built this. I don't remember exactly, but I believe Armor built this. Nether Hub guide, yeah, it shows, yeah, Armor built this because it says neighbor, friendly neighborhood, Figman Rage. We've got this. There's a thing over here, clay, collector, mesa stone biome. Oh man, I never realized we had a mesa biome. I'm not gonna go there because I think it's really far away. But we had stuff like that. And it probably wasn't really far away, but I just feel like saying that. North Mushroom Jungle Island. This is where we want to go because this is where most of the stuff actually is. This, I believe, goes to our iron farm? Nope, this goes to the minigames arena, which is where I just was. I am a genius! Oh, God. Man, I'm having trouble with nether portals. Okay. Ribbit Head, let's see. There are indeed a series of things down here. What's this? I don't remember where that goes. We're just gonna skip that for now. That goes also somewhere. There's another portal down there. Let's just see where this goes. This may go to Sierra's place. I think no. Sierra's place was. Sierra has another portal, and I went down to it earlier today. This goes. To, oh, I don't know where this is. Wow, that's neat. I don't know whose place this is. I've never been here before. It's really fancy though. Whoever it is, I commend you for your fanciness. I've not watched anyone's videos recently, so I do not know whose place this is, but it looks really fancy. So, is there any? There are no signages. Oh, this might have been Pie's place, because that's Pie's mailbox head. So, yeah, I'm gonna say this is Pie's place. It's very neat. Either that or someone just has a Pie's head on a pike. So let's go. Let's keep going. Check other stuff out. There is the Guardian Farm, for which Notchta built. I have not actually been here before. So there's just a spawn control, some maintenance hatch access, and you could come down here. Oh man, some XPs, some fish, and you could come and do the things that Guardians do. I never got into that. I'm not about that life. No, I never really did too much with Guardians, but that is still, that's neat. And here we come to the end of the line at the Mushroom Jungle and Will's house. And Will's house is really damn fancy. So I will show that to you. We're actually going to start way over here instead of going straight to his house, because he built something really neat, or at least Sierra said he did. I don't know what this was supposed to be, but he's got a giant nether portal. It looks really freaky, and I like it. And he's got this little floating island thing over here with a water stream going down into the jungle. I was actually going to build a house there at one point in one of my last episodes, and I never got around to it, and I guess Will just took it over. He's built this really neat looking kind of modern funky house up here on this floating island. He's got cats up here. How he got them here, I do not know. Oh man, this path actually looks really cool. But yeah, he's got this, and if you walk, oh, you kind of see where the thing fell down. That's really neat. But if we fly way over here, you can see what is, in my opinion, the fanciest damn thing on this server. Oh man, new music! It's been in the game for like a year. I just haven't played it that much recently. But he's got this really, really big, fancy castle. We're going to go on the ground because you get a better appreciation for this thing when you walk on the ground and just how much effort went into this place. It is crazy. He's got a lot of War's Head for some. I'm assuming that's War's Head. Is that War's Head? I don't know. It doesn't say. I think that's War's Head. No, I think that's War's Head. They might both be War's Head. I don't know. He killed the dragon. But yeah, he's got this massive, absolutely gigantic castle. And at one point, Notch pranked it and filled it full of trees. But this place is just huge. Like, look at the size of this place. And he turned, this is all mushroom biome, by the way. This is all mushroom biome. And he turned this into just this awesome, huge, like, green, not forest, like a plains almost type of thing. And it is really cool. He's got some horses, he's got a little mushroom house over here with a really neat fire stack. His music really builds the ambiance. He's also got a speed beacon, making it very hard to get indoors. And if you come over here, I don't know whose this is. I think Sarah said the name of who she thinks it is, but I don't remember the name exactly. But there's this really damn big tower that goes all the way up to world height limit. And there's like a villager breeder down there I'm not going to go to because it takes a while to go to. But there's a really, really tall tower over here, and there's a big sugarcane farm and all that neat stuff, all that jazz. Just look at the size of that place. It is just so cool. It is just so neat. We come all the way up here. And yeah, there's it's just a really tall tower. I don't know. Ooh. It's got all this redstone stuff to send you all the way up. I think I'm breaking it. Wow, that was trippy as hell. Oh god, I think I broke something. Okay. But that is the tower, and that is Will's house. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. I think that's everything on the server. There's probably some stuff I'm missing, but we're almost 40 minutes into this video, and I don't want to stay here forever. But I do want to say that regardless of inactivity and drama and people coming and people going from the server and Brew Gaming Network and Maplecraft and everything we have been through on this server, I do want to say it has been just so awesome. And this, by the way, I want to go ahead and say this is not like we're not shutting down Brew Gaming Network. The server, the Minecraft server, is just ending. So the way I'm phrasing this kind of makes it sound like the whole group is going away. No, it's not. It's just Brewcraft that's going away. Because there's not a lot of interest in us playing Minecraft anymore. But anyway, this server has, I mean, regardless of drama and things that have happened, it really has brought everybody together. And it's kind of responsible for us all being in a group. And it's really neat, and there are some really awesome people on the server. And let's just take a big screenshot picture. I am really glad to be a part of it. And regardless of my activity or inactivity on the server, I'm glad I was here nonetheless. Not to sound too sappy. But I really enjoyed my time on the server. I think everybody else did as well. Good pranks, bad pranks, fun times, bad times. All of it was awesome. I thank the audience for watching us. And definitely be sure to check everybody else out on Brew Gaming Network and help support us in our future endeavors. Also, be sure to check out my Twitch page. Subtle advertisement. No, this has been awesome, and I look forward to doing a little bit more Minecraft in the future, whether it's on a server and single player with myself or other people. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed all 30 some odd videos, or maybe 40 some odd episodes on the Brew Gaming Network. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Chris, signing off.